Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Average Movie Review Podcast. I just finished watching episode 5 of Welcome to Derry, and I gotta say, the reveal's great. The episode was crazy. Um, yeah, this show is actually so good, man. Holy crap, like, I'm very impressed by it. For a horror show, it's living up to its expectations. I'm loving the story so far. It's a pretty simple, easy story to follow. There's not much like in terms of like plot twists or anything like that, but there are questions. Like you do have questions throughout the series, and then eventually like they do get answered as you go along, and there's a little bit of mystery and stuff like that, so that's really good as well. I'm loving the cast, the crew, everything about it right now is phenomenal. This episode in particular, we got to finally see Pennywise, his big reveal near the end of the episode. Very, very well done, very scary as well, and like he looks fantastic. Actually, again, Bill Skarsgård just goes off. Like, what can you expect from a man like that? That guy is just dedicated to become Pennywise. They did a phenomenal job at that. The horror was taken up a notch in this episode with all of the jump scares and the little moments where Pennywise is tormenting those army men and everything like that. It's gotten a little bit more serious. I would say that it's picking up in terms of the pace. We're going for the end game, I guess, right? What's going to happen at the end? Another thing that I'm really enjoying is the side story of Dick Halloran. We're figuring out he seems to be very important. His powers, I assumed, was related to Pennywise, but it seems like it could be or it could not be. Um, I don't know. I feel like maybe he is a key player in this, and he might be the one to stop or hold Pennywise in Derry. I'm not 100% sure, or maybe he's something much worse. Who knows? I have no idea. Or he's part of it or something like that. He was like maybe a part of it that was like slid off or some shit. I honestly don't know, but um so far that's been really, really good. Really good in terms of like the story continuing and the pace and everything. The visuals look fantastic. They've really picked up on the CGI. I will say. I know that one episode was terrible, but and that's been fantastic so far. Um, the music too, man. The music is very eerie. It's very disturbing. It's very weird, and it makes you nervous. Kind of like it kind of unsettles you when you're watching the show because you know something bad's about to happen. Another thing I wanted to mention was the end credits. The music choices that they keep using, everything about Satan. It's kind of giving cult, but it's giving interesting as well. But it fits everything as well. So it's scary. I don't know how to tell you. Um, it's it's weird as hell. Like I don't know, a really interesting choice of music. I'm not gonna lie. One of the shots I wanted to talk about the direction, the way that the show is being shot. There was that shot where the kids took the pills and they're walking in the sewers, and they were a little high. I loved that shot, the way that the camera was coming up on an angle and it was showing the kids and everything, and like their how they're feeling and everything. It was just perfect. It was very cinematic, and I appreciate good direction like that. Like Andy Muschietti's in his bag. Like he said, you know what, I fucked up with the Flash, but you ain't catching me slacking again. Because this man has been on point for this entire series. I gotta admit. Overall, I would give this a solid 8 out of 10 too. Really good episode. Once again, continuing the story, progressing forward. We now know Halloran is either Halloran. I'm so sorry. Halloran is it Halloran? Halloran. Dick. Let's just call him Dick. Either he's in the afterlife or he's in some sort of other dimension. Because if you notice, there's a slight change in the scenery in the brightness when they were doing the shot of the well or like the sewer, whatever. It was like it changed a little. It went a little bit more brighter. So either he's in the afterlife or he could see the other side somehow because we see Polly's death. Oh, another big one was Polly's death as well. A character that didn't have a lot of screen time, but I will say made a huge, huge impact in the show. The actor Rudy, he's known for his vines and like his TikToks and stuff like that, but he's got some acting chops, and I'm glad that his character hasn't been killed off completely. It seems as if he will be back for a little bit more for the rest of the season. I have to say the death was a little bit. It hurt. It hurt to see him die. Like you could tell that there was a great relationship between him and his name is Will, the other sergeant. I can't remember. I think Sergeant Will, right? Is it Will? Yeah, I think it's Will. It might be Will. I don't know. I actually can't remember his name. But his friend and everything, and like all of that, and it was really good. It was impactful. Like like it wasn't just some random character dying. Like you actually felt it. Like you could tell like these were two guys who've been close together for a very long time. They've seen some crazy shit, and he sacrificed his life to save his son. And I gotta admit, pretty good. I thought it was gonna go the other way. I thought he was gonna kill his son or shoot him at the very least, and then be able to save him later. I didn't expect Polly to die, so that was a pretty big twist in my part too. Like in my end, on my end, like I think that was a pretty good twist. And it also keeps the show going. Like it keeps you a little bit more engaged as well. Like I think good shows can kill off characters in a way where they leave an impact on you, and also but they also continue the story forward. They don't need to be alive at all times. So I'm excited to see where episode 6 takes us. I believe there's only 8 episodes, so we're kind of in the end game now, and we're kind of figure out what's going on. um, oh God, I can't remember the kids' names. The little girl found the piece from where he came from. It right, the little piece that Taniel had, but Taniel dropped in the water. That's going to play a huge part. That clearly works because it protected her. So that might be the weapon that they use. But clearly, it's pretty obvious they didn't end up killing Pennywise. They must have just at the moment just kept him buried underneath somehow or whatever it was. Um, for because we see him come back in the future films and everything. So clearly there's something else off. But yeah, overall pretty good episode. I'd love to hear from you guys. Please let me know what you guys think. Did you like the episode? Do you think the episode is crap? What was it? Are you following this? Like, do you even care about this? I'd love to know. So yeah, love to hear from you guys, and have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.